Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Council of Reads here at the comic shop in Liverpool. I'm Dylan, here with Jason.
G'day.
Nitin.
What's up?
Tommy.
Hey.
And Dave.
I want chocolate. I'm so tired.
Have chocolate. You have my permission to have chocolate.
Thank you.
Okay, our featured comic books this
I'm
week.
not sure if the chocolate's going to help with the tide.
Maybe.
In short bursts.
ASMR for the people at home.
Don't chew into the microphone.
There's no crunch anyway, Dave. What's the first comic book?
Our featured comic books are Fallen Friend, The Death of Miss Marvel.
When will she ever be back?
Even though also she didn't die in that. World's Finest, Teen Titans, issue 1.
Is it really the world's finest?
It is the world's finest. It is.
I think Nitin's been saying from the start.
We've got a whole bunch of announcements and trailers and stuff to talk about. New Thunderbolts. Is it ongoing? New fucking Thunderbolts series, comic series coming out. Superman Legacy, even more casting news.
We need more heroes before Superman.
Okay, a whole bunch of trailers, including Godzilla, -1, Blue Beetle, Ashoka, and Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
Episode 3 of My Adventures Superman came out. I watched that. Secret Invasion episode 4 came out. I'm pretty sure we all watched that.
Yeah.
What an ending.
Yeah.
Very
Here we
similar.
go.
Very similar to every other ending. Anyway.
Yeah.
What's that?
And lastly, Dave, your film flashback this week.
Starship Troopers. I haven't seen it. But now I have.
Oh, you have now?
Is that
Yeah,
how it works,
okay.
is it?
Hey, I could have suggested it and not watched it.
That's true. That's happened, right?
I think that's happened, yeah.
Yeah, definitely happened.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, let's get into the comics.
Alrighty. So, Fallen Friend, Death of Miss Marvel. Obviously, she died in Spider-Man a couple of issues ago. So
Makes it sound like she dies in there.
yeah, I know. This is all people just crying that she said dead. 3 short stories. Sort of writers back from her past. It's all the same. It's all people just going to the mosque sort of thing for remembrance sort of thing, or Quran reading, I think it is actually. But so G. Willow Wilson's does her friends and represent the original series, and then Wade comes and does the Champions, and then the other guy does other heroes, the Avengers and Captain America and stuff. It was pretty cool. The first one was the best one, the G. Willow Wilson one, I thought. Because it's all her friends just crying and stuff, and then Wolverine rocks up in, suitable attire and stuff, and they're like, wow, that's Wolverine. I thought that was cool. I thought it was fun. Yes, they did announce this week that she's coming back as a mutant, which shocked to everybody, I guess.
Oh, mini?
Is it a mini?
No, is it me?
I assume it would be a mini-series.
Could be a retrospect one,
It's called Miss Marvel, the New Mutant, and she's wearing an X-Men costume on the cover. I'm pretty sure it's not a flashback thing.
You can give at least this to Marvel. They're like doing stuff for the TV show instead of doing stuff that's not in the TVs or the movies.
Yeah.
Normally it's like, Spider-Man movie's out. Peter Parker is not Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. There's no Doctor Strange in the comics.
He's dead. Yes.
And with this, it's the actress is going to co-write it.
Oh,
So that
Yeah.
made the book go up in my book already. And she's cool.
She's like a diehard fan, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, because she was like, I'm more intimidated by this than starring as her in the MCU because this is comics. This is the real deal.
She knows what's up.
Yeah, she's the
She
best.
knows.
She went to the comic shop to pick up a copy of this week, I seen.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's cool. She's cool. Big fan. So, it is what it is. If you like Miss Marvel, I definitely recommend. Especially if you like the old original series or you like Champions, check it out. But it was what it was. Nothing too exciting. Next up, World's Finest, Teen Titans. World's Finest Batman Superman spin-off by Mark Waid as well, and Lupacino on art. What do you think of this, boys?
yeah, I liked it.
I did and didn't. I didn't like the social media.
Yeah, but that fits with the
Damn
teens
social
and
media.
stuff.
Yeah, but this is how long ago? This is going to be 10 years ago.
It doesn't give a date.
No, but okay, they're teens. Dick Grayson's at least got to be 30.
Yes, but this is
So
not
this-
this is not in proper
I know,
universe.
but I
But it's still Kingdom Come, right? Yeah, like it's weird because Kingdom Come
Yes.
has I don't know.
Yeah,
don't know.
I
It is
thought it was
weird.
a bit heavy-handed and too modern for a flashback book.
Yeah.
If this was the Teen Titans and they're doing that, like current day Teen Titans, I wouldn't
Sure,
care at all.
yeah.
But for a retro book, and like I said, this had to be at least 10 years in their past.
It doesn't give a date, so I'm fine with it.
It was shit.
It was good.
I was disappointed.
Yeah.
It's too much of it.
I liked. Okay, the rest of the book, I liked Speedy.
Yeah.
Speedy's always the best.
He's a dick.
Yeah.
He's a massive dick.
Or even the bit where he's talking to Ollie.
Yeah.
That bit was great.
That was so
100%,
cool.
100%.
Yeah.
God, Ollie's deadbeat dad. No wonder the kid gets on the smack.
It did remind me of, was it Robin and Batman? Yeah. Was that Lemire?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
That's the new one.
And it just reminded me how good that was with the Teen Titans, where he was basically, Batman was just telling him to take notes on everybody.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Because those little pages were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
mentors
how
are like,
everyone-
yeah. Batman just...
No, don't tell him. You can't tell him. Can't tell him.
Dustin teased something a little while back. He put 3 pictures up, and one was Little Monsters, one was Robin and Batman, and I think one was maybe Ascender.
Oh.
And said one of these is coming back, or something. You'll see something new of this again. And I had just a real feeling it was the Robin and Batman, because it was only a 3-parter. That universe can be explored so much more, and that book was excellent. So hopefully it was, and you just brought that up. Hopefully that is.
You need a nice little cash jobby every now and then.
And Batman kind of brings that.
I would
Bloody
imagine.
oath.
You get, royalties for trades for a
Yeah.
long time
Yeah.
with Batman.
Yeah, big time.
It was okay. It was okay. I just couldn't. It was too much of that for my liking. I couldn't get past it. Just couldn't. And the pants man.
Oh.
Where the budgie smugglers?
I want to see Dick Grayson's bare legs and his little fairy booties.
perfectly
Can we go
shaven,
a
clean.
podcast without you saying
but
that?
it's sort
Jesus.
of like modern and retro, because Bumblebee was not part of the old Teen Titans.
Well, I was going to leave that complaint lying.
Because it's not the old Teen Titans. It's in...
But it is.
It isn't.
It is.
It isn't.
The original team is back, which would say it's the old one in the original.
Anyway,
Original team and Bumblebee.
Yes.
yeah, that's why I
Featuring
can let it go, because it's not the original team.
Featuring Hawkman.
It's an amalgam of old and new.
Amalgam's always working comics.
It was fine.
Combo Man.
That's disappointing. Next up, Jeff Lemire, Fishflies.
Fishflies. This is really cool. Different. It's Lemire doing it all himself, like May's book. Originally, it came out on Substack. I think there's a free comic book day that we might still have some issues for, which essentially is like the first 20-odd pages of this book.
So get your Woolies sale in.
They're going to do...
Woolies catalog.
They're going to do a bunch of these. There's going to be no trades. They're going to put a whole compilation at the end together. But yeah, it's about 64 pages.
So
Actually,
is there
pretty well priced too, if I remember rightly. Something like
$5.99?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
Compare
get a
that
triple
to
book.
this one here, Moon Knight 25.
Midnight Sticker.
Is it a lot?
Moon Knight's thicker,
Oh, it's
and Moon Knight is a denser read. I will say that
Okay.
you get bang for your buck in Moon Knight, but I don't know if you get your money's worth in Moon Knight. Is probably the best way I can put it. But you get a lot in this, and it's a very interesting story, murder mystery kind of thing. Young girl and these fish flies that go around that Essex country where Jeff Lemire grew up when he. And yeah, it's just a really quirky story that I'm very intrigued on where it's going to go. This guy looks like he's turning into a creature after doing a bit of a hideous crime.
It's a bug.
Yeah, kind of a bug, and the girl believes because you did something bad, something's bad happening to you. And yeah, really intrigued where it's going to go. I like Lemire's art. It is different. You did mention earlier this week, a lot of his characters do look similar.
What's that?
But yeah, I really enjoyed May's book and everything else he's writing these days. So yeah, I'm going to continue on this one.
Very good.
Cool.
Next up, Night Terrors. The main miniseries Night Terrors issue 1. So this one is just all Dead Man and Insomnia and explaining the bad guy. 2 artists.
I looked at this one.
Melancholy.
Cameron and is what's his name?
Yeah.
Wingard?
Yeah, something like that.
It's better than the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dead Man stuff by the Wingard or whatever his name is from All Against All. His stuff looks excellent.
Yeah. I wish he'd kind of done maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
There's only like a small amount of snippets from All Against All
Because
guy.
this looks so much better than
Oh yeah.
because it's just a bit more refined.
Yeah.
And purposely for
Colouring
better,
too,
yeah.
I think does change
time.
his work up a lot. But yeah, there's a couple of real poignant panels that he's done beautifully there.
Yeah, so it's Dead Man fighting sort of the new bad guy Insomnia and explaining what the whole event's all going to be about. Then you get the big surprise return reveal at the end.
That was cool.
That is pretty cool. It's enough to make me check out the rest. It's good. So far, like, I read the first and that, and then a couple of the tie-ins, and it's been good. I don't mind it at all. I read the Shazam one. We'll get straight into that. Night Terror Shazam. This was cool.
Yeah, I read that. That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, because Mark Waid.
Yeah.
So, like, with most of these tie-ins, I would say 70% are written by the actual writers of the book. So I think they're going to be generally good. This one was excellent because
And
it
this
was
one-
Mary.
Yeah, leads in right from the last issue, where she falls asleep, and it's just her having a nightmare of trying to save the kids, and Billy's in the Black Adam costume, and he's not letting her save, and she sort of she has Shazam in her dream, and she turns back, and Insomnia's like no, puts her back, and just keeps the cycle going. Every time she says Shazam, she comes out of the dream, and that was cool.
Very cool.
Holy shit.
Well, because when I flicked through it, I'm like, oh, yeah, cool, Black Adam. You're like, oh, shit, Black Adam's Billy?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Oh, in the last couple of pages with
Yeah.
so tied up and
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That is excellent.
Yep.
Man, I don't know if you can talk about the other
I
one.
wasn't sure if I was a fan of the art. I'll have another look at it.
I like it.
I like it.
Wade led into this perfectly because like the last panel I think was Mary going to bed or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, that sort of leads this issue too.
Just Superman though didn't really lead into it. It kind of just stopped.
Yeah.
With Lex getting freaking prison shanked.
2 months did you find out that?
Yeah. So I guess it's just up to the writers if they want to lead into it properly.
It is hard.
And, well, I will also say, veteran.
That's true.
The Green Lantern sort of led into their issue too.
Oh yeah.
From the last issue of the Green Lantern, where they try to break in the cockpit, leads into the start of the Green Lantern.
Yeah, some guys are just better. And editorial, you got to put a bit of blame on them. They got to be tighter on that. In the old days, they used to be. But
Now I'm second guessing it, but I'm pretty sure it didn't.
well, look, it's getting stabbed.
Yeah,
so I can't
yeah,
really.
yeah.
Can't really. But, yeah. Next up from Boom Studios this week, we had Sirens of the City. This had some really interesting black and white-ish art. With, a bit Sin City style added colour. So it's like a girl, you see it, well, it starts off with her going to an abortion clinic. There's protesters, and some dude gets in her face, and she's like, why don't you go step in front of a bus? And he just turns around and goes and steps in front of a bus. And you're like, oh, hello. She's freaked out by that, so she doesn't go through with her procedure. Then you get a flashback that she's adopted, foster kid, whatever. Then you get kicked out of home when she got some kind of powers, blow up the roof of the house, and now she's living on the street. The dude that's knocked her up's trying to, I think, get her not to do what she's planning to do. Oh, that was cool. But because she's like a siren, and then there's like vampire guys. It's all set in like, 80s sort of New York punk singing sort of thing.
I really like the art.
Yeah, me too. It was cool. It was not bad. Like, I was intrigued. And by the end, last page, I'm like, I think I will try issue 2. It's not bad. But yeah, because it's sort of cartoony, but not, right?
Coloring's great.
Yeah.
It's very, like very hip hop sort of.
Yeah. Big graffiti.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of
Yeah.
No, that's
I quite liked it.
That's great.
This is not bad at all. Next up, X-Men Days of Future Past, Doomsday, issue 1. So this is basically explaining where everybody got to, how we got to Days of Future Past.
Oh.
So sort of like, the famous Days of Future Past, gets Angel slain, blah, blah, blah. So like you see Angel get ripped apart by a Sentinel.
Cool.
Yeah, it was like pretty brutally ripped apart.
Oh, okay.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dead Angel. So yeah, this was, I didn't mind this at all. Yeah.
Because in the original one, it's Nimrod just goes ham, right? Does it?
It's
No.
kind of just a set point, and you don't really see how it gets there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, they're just in concentration camps, sort of thing. The mutants are in concentration
Yeah.
camp. There's a little on the
Yeah.
run, and they've got their plan to send it back in time. Like a handful of guys. So this is obviously explains the whole sort of thing, that how the Sentinels come about, the Senator Kelly stuff, and blah blah blah. It's very just backstory and setting the world.
Dark.
Yeah, like everybody just copped. Like man,
Well, you know what you're getting. Like, you've seen the cut. Like, they're gone.
oh, one of those spoilers blew me away. Kitty and Colossus have got kids.
Gone!
Oh shit!
They got no kids in Days of Future Past.
Shit!
Yeah,
God damn!
Why was Spider-Man getting hit?
Yeah, hang on.
because the anti-mutant thing spreads to just anti-heroes, sentiment and stuff. And Spider-Man, you're like, well, where did you get your powers from? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ah, no, you're just a lying mutie too. He gets bricked.
Yeah, he does get bricked. Holy moly.
Because, you know, like, when the Sentinels come down, the registration, Cat disbands the Avengers. Rah, rah, rah. And then it just spreads. As it would, right? Once you got them, you're going to start looking at the next. What's the difference? Oh, you got it from a radioactive spider.
Sure.
Same. Monster.
That's one like you would give like this like Lilandra and call him like just invade Earth.
Wipe them out.
Yeah. Show them who needs who.
You got any broods we can borrow? Pop that.
Oh, you get a
Next,
couple, don't you? Yeah.
next up, Marvel are starting a bunch of what if one shots. What if Dark? So this is the first one. This is like Loki. So in this, spoilers, heavily spoilers, Loki just kills everybody.
Oh, that's cool.
And he gets the hammer. It's written by Walt Simonson.
Shit.
Like, he takes out Thor in like 2 pages, bro.
Wish you-
Boulder.
I try not to look at it.
And then, you know, like, eventually attacks Asgard with Surtar.
Oh,
Friggin'
Oh fuck's sake!
Frost Giants, like, whatever. And then Surtar's like, yeah, this is the shit. I set my sword on fire and use it all done. It's just cool. You know, a little old school writing. You know,
looks very old school.
yeah. Scott Eaton, I thought, was a really good choice for the art on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, like you know, like gets both his kids. Maybe kids are gonna run this right now.
Yeah. That's his son.
Yes. It was very good. Yeah. The wolf eats Odin.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it's
Like,
supposed
it's very, very Walt Simonson, Ragnarok-y sort of stuff. I really liked it.
Shit.
Yeah.
There's some good ones of these coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very keen to see how these go.
Straight away, Simonson doing Thor, got to buy it. It's, yeah, you're reading it. It doesn't read like a modern-day comic, but that's part of the charm, for me at least, anyway. Wish he was drawing it, but,
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
Oh man.
But I
imagine.
think Scott Eaton,
He's done a bloody good
yeah,
job.
because he's a nice
Ooh.
mix of the Simonson stuff, but with a bit more Kirby.
Oh, I was looking at it.
Right,
Like,
a
it's
bit
very
more Kirby.
curvy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Heimdall, Heimdall,
Yeah.
very curvy.
Bruh. Yeah, the artist. I loved it. Jack Loki. Not this pretty boy modern
Does
Loki.
he have the little hair coming out the back of his helmet?
I don't think so.
No.
He's all like thawed up. He's got
Oh,
like a Thor sort of looking capey and yeah.
that's so cool.
Looks a bit from Heroes Reborn, the Nightwing dude, the Nightwing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Go on, Dave.
it was good. It was
You
good.
can wait.
All right, next up, this one was quite interesting. Ahoy Comics, Con and On. So it's these two main characters that you see on the front and on the back. They're friends going to essentially San Diego in 1992. And like, it's a weird book because you're just sort of seeing stuff, and then somebody's like doing a director's commentary over it. And like, you know, they'll be at you know, the girl wants to be an artist, she just gets showing her off pages to the two editors, and we only know who one is. Yeah, he got done for touching people. Right, like stuff like that.
So it's autobiographical?
I don't know. I don't think it's them talking. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. It was cool and like the full different thing. Like the boys just super fan sort of thing, and they're trying to. Oh, maybe we get to go to some parties, and he meets Legend at a picnic table, and dude invites him. I think it's basically sort of Julie Schwartz, but they're like, yeah, he was known for touching girls. And I'm like, oh.
What?
I don't know if you can make people look like somebody and then be
Yeah.
throwing those things out. But, so the boy gets invited. So when he meets up with the girl later after she's been crushed by the artist didn't like her stuff, it was excellent because the artist is like, the editor's like, oh, she draws animals. Oh, when are we going to get over this Ninja Turtle thing? And whatever. And then like the audio commentary's like, 2 years later, he created 20-something frogs or some bullshit. You know what I mean? They're like just slamming everybody. But yeah, the last page is, yeah, he blows her off like, yeah, you can't come to the party. I can't bring people. We'll catch up later. And she obviously, I don't know how she calls him since it's 1992. She's like, oh, look, I can't because I got invited to the Kirby party. And like, it's the last Kirby San Diego.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, she was invited by Rhodes. And you're like, ooh. But then like, it's like, and next 2001. So I think it's just going to jump and follow maybe their paths. And like I think I read in the editor's stuff. Like next issue, maybe his crew's going great, she's not, or whatever. So it was weird and different, you know. And the first few pages, I'm like, I'm not digging this. I don't know. Then I just got into it, and it was quite different. Ahoy likes their a little off-kilter stuff.
And you don't know where the monologue's coming from, so that's interesting.
For 92, it says drop me an email. That's not gonna.
Yes.
That's not very. Not everybody had access to emails at that point.
100%.
Yeah, pager.
The best bit is the free pommies. It's like 3 pommy riders. Like they just go into a bar, and like one, I think his only line is "fucking." The whole book, "fucking." And so if anyone comes that look like they're from the convention, tell them to fuck off. And it's like clearly like a Morrison, and you know. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, just an odd one, different. Mummy, Web of Carnage, #1.
Yay. Finally, Ram V's name is on this. The thing that worries me is it's also got Gage, and when Gage comes on, it means he's going to... There was an outline done by Ram V, and Gage wrote this, but it's excellent, because I love Gage. He's a good bloody writer. Go for it. This is really weird. So, Morlun...
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. So did you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Morlun had lost his powers in the last end of Spider-Verse.
I think he's been in Dan Slott's Spider-Man, Spider-Verse current book, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So this Carnage, who has the detective as the host at the moment, goes to this 35, I think it was, 35 anyway, where their Venom is Cletus Cassidy. And there is Kraven, the All-Hunter Spider.
Okay.
And he's freaking cool. Give me some more of that shit. This Kraven All-Hunter Spider's got, like, laser eyes for some reason. Blew Cassidy's head off, which was cool. But then, obviously, Venom regenerated and shit, which is cool. But it's more of internal dialogue, which is weird, of the Carnage symbiote talking about needing Cletus, but then not needing, and not knowing why he bonded back with the detective, sense of old habits, and just essentially becoming... It was like a learning curve for the symbiote, which is really weird because you haven't really ever seen that with a symbiote actually have its own mind, its own body and soul, I guess you could try to call it, where he didn't want to become like Morlun, who needed the power. He wanted to just stand back and just gain the power, I guess is probably the best way to put it. Yeah, which is... Yeah, it was very existential. It was in a book where he's just going across the universe destroying everything. It was a really interesting comeback to pace, to be honest, on what we were enjoying previously around this Carnage book. So onwards and upwards. The one part I really enjoyed was where the detective left off. So they separated.
Yeah.
And he's like, you've got 23 seconds to decide if you want to stay here. Because he kind of was trying to fight off the venom. He's like, this is what I was meant to do. I'm here to fight the bad. So he kind of separated from him and said, go for it then. So he's fighting the Cletus venom, which I guess he saw as his nemesis. And he's like, I'll give you the chance to go back to your old life, or you can stay here and continue doing what you're doing. So he goes back to his old life, but now he's talking about how living with the Carnage made him, you don't feel the worst until you live it and shit like that. So he's now hanging out in the sewers, waiting for guys that are going to prey on women and steal their bag, and then punches the shit out of them. But he gets hit at the same time, and he's like, I'm glad I'm free and I'm by myself now. And as he's saying that, his wound is healing and the redness is disappearing. So he is still another symbiote.
But to be never seen again.
Of course. Oh, no, I think with some of the symbiotes, he'll get killed along the way again.
No, that's the end of this run. Oh. Because the ads for New Carnage 1.
I thought it was Death of Venomverse and shit and everything
but that's why I think he won't be in that.
Okay.
And then Death of Venomverse and then New Carnage 1. So obviously then back together.
That's supposed to be an homage to Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is not a great one.
And then, so I was like, I'll never see that detective again.
Okay.
That's what I assumed. Just assumed. But you never know.
You don't. Yeah.
I'd like to know what's happened. Has Ram V left, or is this like a Captain America thing and they've kicked him off? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Well, the weird part is, and it must have been maybe just us that liked it, but like you two were just digging the hell out of that Captain America when it started.
Yeah.
I was digging the hell out of Carnage, so I can't believe I was the only person. There must have been other people out there liking it,
for sure.
and for them both to just get quashed, really weird
Because the
way
Cap
of
one
doing
I
it.
understand.
Oh, he's a big
you got
name.
a bigger fish,
You
right?
do, but this,
I'd say it's Rams left.
Yeah.
Busy, he's got his other.
Well,
DC
Detective
work.
is awesome, isn't it? So yeah, like.
That's what I assumed, but I don't know.
Yeah, detective is doing visual and other stuff as well.
Yeah. So maybe just a bit too busy. Yeah. And maybe because it was this with Venom and he's co-writing that, and maybe that partnership just didn't, not in a bad way, but just not fulfilling or not going the way they wanted.
Yep.
And, cool. You can have Venom. Let's wrap up Carnage and go now.
You can tell though at the start of this there was some really dark AMV shit,
100%.
and I'm like, oh, it's so good to have him back. And then as I'm reading more, I'm like, this is it. Yeah. All right. Okay.
We'll
Kind of last.
Dylan, Superman Lost. You read this?
Yes.
How's this?
Nitin also read this.
I did read it.
Did you like this, Nitin?
Yes. Yes.
You can say
There was a part I didn't like, but it's sort of what she did sort of turned it over.
Yeah.
Because he goes all witness.
Yeah, no, that I wasn't a fan of that. Like, it's Clark Kent we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So-
and then
Yeah. She did. And
it's like you're telling me like there's another dude in the house at that point
Yeah.
too. You're telling me Clark Kent isn't gonna close the door. Just sign of respect, just close the door.
Yeah.
Like, she left the door open. Anyway. Spoilers.
Harrison Ford.
Spoilers, she fucking murders the other dude because he finds a way to get Clark home. And then she's like, full misery, like, you're not taking him away
Yeah, I've
from
been
me.
lonely for so long. She's
Yeah. Because she's a Green Lantern, and when she first shows up, Clark's like, oh, good, Green Lantern, I'm saved.
Yeah.
And then she's like, what's the Green Lantern?
Because she got the ring and the dude
Yeah,
died.
Yeah,
She got
and it's like defective or something. Like, it's not talking to her. There's no AI on board or anything. So she just found it and started flying through space. And she's a psycho.
Yeah.
She's a mega psycho.
Because him needing to peer through the crack in the door while she's in the shower, the dude's got X-ray vision.
Exactly.
Place.
Exactly. And the whole point of him as a character is that he doesn't do that
Yeah,
shit,
he wouldn't
right?
do that. It's
Yeah.
like, he would not linger.
Yes.
And the way it's drawn, he's like full like serial
He's
killer.
fucking Harris Ford in The Witness.
It's not one of those ones where, like, like a general, a legitimate.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then she's looked at the same time.
yeah.
That you're, oh no, I wasn't.
Yeah.
It was not portrayed as that at all, right?
100%. It's like full,
Hello.
like, he's glaring, like, in this creepy way at her. Through the door, despite the fact that he's got X-ray vision. Yeah.
I'd look for that door.
Yeah, well, but you're not.
But I'm a terrible person.
That's right. No one was shocked at that.
Yes, yes.
And I did like him. He's you know in back in the modern time, back at home. He's at work and he's still sort of disassociative. And he calls Jimmy the other dude's name.
Yes,
Ooh.
and then he calls Lois the chick's
Pink
name.
girl.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
somebody is tapping it.
I hope
know.
not.
Oh yeah, I hope not.
I hope not. I really hope not.
No,
but,
if you think you're lost forever.
but he's trying to get home, right? He's got hope that he's getting home.
Sure, I
So yeah, like he. In the first issue, they established that he's been gone for how long? Like 20 years or something?
Yeah.
If there's a point where he's like, okay.
It's done, right?
Yeah.
You got to move on.
Exactly, yeah. Because 20 years.
100%.
Goddamn.
MJ style.
Yeah, how long did she wait?
Was that like 10 years or something?
No. Like 3, maybe not even.
Couple of.
Are you serious? I thought it was like 10 years or
No,
something.
no. It's like 3 or 4 years, max.
Was she and Peter together when she left?
Or he was about to move in. Like, literally move in when the blast happened, wasn't it? That was the 6-month thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know about... Oh.
Yeah, but it's Mary Jane.
Yeah. And Ramita drew the other guy pretty hot.
He could draw people hot?
Hey! Yes, he's excellent. Leave
For
him
a
alone.
supermodel, she's got some low standards.
I did like the beginning of the bit in the beginning with the orange aliens.
The orange aliens are the best.
Yeah, and he's like, signed a contract, and friggin' the underground bloody libertarians. It's like,
Hey, these guys voted to die
yeah,
in fucking, climate change and shit.
yeah.
They voted for it, so
Fair
it's
enough,
okay.
What was the line? Is like, fuck, what's the line? Yeah, they're not attacking us; they're attacking them.
Yeah.
That was like, fuck these guys, because and like, this for me. At some point, you just gotta let people be. You can want to help, and if they're just gonna be closed-minded and just believe whatever they want, don't listen to whatever. I'm like, okay,
No, absolutely.
Just
Because
die.
otherwise you become the bad guys.
Yeah,
And you're the
yeah.
problem.
You're imposing
Yeah,
on them.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
You think your ideals are better.
you can't help people who don't want to be helped. That's
exactly.
The whole...
Yeah, so you just
Yeah.
just let them be.
Yeah.
Let them die. Let them die. Fuck them. Yeah. Tried.
Fuck them.
Not like instantly. You like, oh, fuck 'em.
No.
You try and help, but they don't want to help.
Anyway,
So you're saying wait till they're dead, then fuck them.
No, that goes.
next up, issue 7 of Dark Ride. How was this one?
Good.
Yeah, this keeps getting better.
It's just a solid book all around.
Yeah, art is awesome.
Yeah, the art
Flashbacks.
is excellent in that.
Flashbacks have been really cool. It's got it all coming to a head-ish. Like, this part of the story, I feel like it's got heaps more to go.
Yeah, because it's like sort of second arc.
Oh, yeah, the parents getting ripped
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, lost them at sea.
So yeah, this is more backstory on the family and the mother and the father and yeah.
But then at the same time, it's the fathers pulled together the daughter, the son, and this other chick that's the brother hung himself
In the first issue.
In the first issue, and trying to get some hard truths out of the dad. Then the dad starts spewing back some hard truths, which was really cool. Everyone's still forgetting the garbage monsters underneath, but anyway, that shit was crazy a couple of issues ago. But yeah, we're getting more and more around. The mum at the start was cool with her meds that
Medicine.
she was on and the medicine shit that she needed. She had a broken heart from birth, but it was only their father that helped her, that finally convinced her to see a doctor.
Sure.
No, like she had congenital heart defect or something to begin with.
But whatever he's giving her is
Yeah,
and then the story of the benefactor that's helped him out and invested in him.
There's nothing evil. It's just I met someone, silent partner
Of course.
who is the devil.
Yes.
But supposedly.
I love everything about this book. It's just crazy. It's dark. The art's excellent. The coloring is awesome, and the variants. You get a swathe of the variants at the back of each book, and they're always awesome. There's mad Disney rip-offs every time, and they are so brutal. The cover I got was a mad one. It was the mum with like a full skeleton face with the kids. Yeah, excellent.
Next up, Dylan. Astrobots number 3. How's this going?
Okay, this is a pretty cool issue. You find out what the main bad guy's whole evil plan was. And basically,
Transformers.
it is so Transformers.
Shocked you like it.
Basically, it is the age-old robot thinks about human history and realizes that humans are terrible. And
They be on the internet.
hates humans. Basically, yeah, like the Astrobots were sent there to.
You don't have to be a robot for that, by the way.
What was that?
You don't have to be a robot for that, by the way.
That's right. Just spend 2 seconds.
I think any civilization that comes and looks at humans from the outside and be like, oh, these are terrible people.
Bloody apes.
So they were sent there to terraform that planet, build a city for human settlers to live in.
Oh, sailors, they're the best.
Fuck's sake. My brain is rebooting now after that.
Okay.
Atlas, the main bad guy.
Yeah. Cities for settlers to live in.
Yes, hates humans. Now I have to think about it, and he's like, I can make humans better. So he's grown his own test tube humans.
Oh yeah.
That he's like neurologically fucked with, so they're not as greedy and not as savage and not as violent. These are better humans. So those settlers in the spaceship, we're gonna blow them up, and these are my
with-
humans.
yeah.
Yeah, they're better.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it was very cool, very cool. Simon Furman, very old school kind of style to some of the dialogue.
So when the humans come out of the tube, are they going to be subservient to the robots?
I don't know.
Or are they just going to
Jesus, they're stacked.
be the ruling class? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I think that's cool if it is. But yeah, they haven't really gone into that detail yet.
I can see him giving them free will at first. It's
that's,
way
that's,
more
a bad,
interesting.
that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's always
Yeah,
gonna-
yeah, yeah, but
it's a rule.
that's where the more interesting a story will be than if they're just sort of slaves to him, I would think.
Yeah, and heaps of cool action in this issue. I love the art. I would love to see, trying to do more. Because for years, I've been just following his Gundam fan art, and all that's been really good. So please do more after this, please.
Next up, Amazing Spider-Man 29. This movie's back, people. It's so fun. I know people still hate it, but I don't care. Just so fun. Creepy, but fun.
Creepy, alright. Alright. Spinal column.
Yeah. Yeah. Explain.
So last issue finished with Doc Ock's old arms that saved Pete and Jonah a few issues back. Went rogue against Doc Ock because he attacked him, and they took an Osborn to save the arm. Yeah, we'll get to that bit. We'll get to those 2 pages in a second. Yeah. So now he wants to. These arms want to bond with Pete and essentially put their
spikes into him
to join mentally and so forth, which was really cool when it actually did happen, because the whole little montage around Pete saying it's not just octopi that have 8 arms. It's like it was the arms were thinking for him and everything like that, which was really cool.
I love that he's got
intuitive. Yes, and he even painted the suit into the metal.
There's a toy.
So then, at the same time, we've got Ed McGuinness doing the art for this, and in the Dark Web series, we had the what's it called, Limbo? Is it Limbo?
Yep.
And we had Wreck Rap, and
Hottest new character in Marvel.
freaking hell. So this guy was a little oozy looking mollusk dude that got hit with rays, and his hero was Peter Parker that he couldn't say properly, and he became his own superhero in the Marvel U and then disappeared into nowhere. So he's coming back at one point, but McGuinness wanted to draw him, and god damn, he drew him well.
Yes, thank you.
You want to show the people out there what Rick Rap looks like, Dill?
Absolutely.
Beastly. But the page before, so it just says elsewhere, and it just starts, and it's him with a woman webbed up in between an alleyway and dogs running away. So he thinks that she's a dog walker. He's looking out for the dogs of New York City.
She's imprisoning these dogs.
She's imprisoning dogs. So he's my new favourite character.
He's Bizarro Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
That's what the name is.
I never...
yeah, and McGuinness wanted to draw him, so there he was for 2 pages.
Yeah,
Well, there he was for
thank you.
a page in the build-up. But all the fun and the easy-goingness of Spinal's being tapped. Gobby's back.
A huge last page, right?
So Doc Ock in this whole thing kidnapped Osborn and wanted to know what his whole plan was. Got into every bit of his data to find out what his end game was. And unfortunately found out that his end game had no end game. He's just trying to be a good guy and trying to amend for all his sins. He's like, well, fuck that. You're going to be a goblin again and I want you to be a sin for shit again. So he made the goblin serum. He's like, you don't know how long it took me to make this shit again. And injected him at the last page. It looked really good too. There was a full Clockwork Orange indoctrination page, which McGuinness did beautifully.
And like Ock's whole thing is because he's memories.
Oh yeah.
He's lost memories, right? And he's found a machine that stored his memories, but still missing some. And I think it's clearly the superior Spidey stuff, right? And like when he sort of mutters to himself about Osborn trying to change, he's like, I wasn't allowed to change. Wait, what? Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
And so they've just messed him up by like making him a little, because in that, obviously, during Superior Spider-Man, he wasn't a bad guy. He was just
efficient.
Yes, that's right.
Very
But
efficient.
efficient without the power responsibility in the back of his mind because he wasn't Pete. But efficient because he had the power.
Yes. But I thought this is just fun arc so far.
100%.
Love the Ock being back to being ugly and bad.
And a bit of silliness with the arms and stuff.
silly
But
as.
then that got not serious, but that jumped up pretty. Like, we're just going to, intersect and become part of you and into your spinal column. Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah, fun. Just comic books, superheroes. I like it. All right, last book in the pile. The enormous 25th issue of Moon Knight. Woo!
Yeah, man.
This is fantastic.
Is it just me and you that read this?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
So, you got the new villain.
Black Spectre. Did you see that? Did you flick? Have a
Yeah.
look at that. Look at his lair the first couple of pages, man. You love that light behind him.
And
So,
it's a,
this is Black Spectre 3?
Yeah.
Next page. Yeah, that shit. Yeah. So we've got 3 different artists in this. Chicheco is one of them, and you can obviously tell what his pages are because they just jump out at you. The light, the colouring is just phenomenal again. Shit.
Yeah, it's a hard one to explain.
Don't want to get right deep into it, but yeah, like you've got Zodiac pissed off because he wants to be Moon Knight's only arch nemesis, which was really cool. Black Spectre doing things for people, but all he needs back is their soul. Flashback to
Flashback stuff was great.
the Karnak. What were they called? The Karnak kidnappers or the Karnak
Collective or
something like that. And that was Duchamp and Polinsky and this chick that we
might have seen on TV.
yeah.
Inhuman Karnak?
Well, yeah, that's what I was hoping to.
Inhuman Karnak?
Well, it's the same name, but
No, it's the Doctor.
what?
It's like the.
Well, I thought it was Polinsky was the doctor.
No, isn't it like the Doctor that Zodiac killed last time?
But I thought his name was Polinsky.
Isn't that what this guy is? Plenko?
Yeah, but hang on.
Continue.
Yeah, so shows an old and that what Mark lost in that siege. Karnak Collective. Isn't
Karnak
it?
Cowboys.
Cowboys. But yeah, Karnak was from Inhumans, and that's
Let's go. Yeah.
yeah, okay. Then I don't know. Yeah, we bring April. It comes into it.
Abel's start issue.
Yeah, which is crazy to say in this.
Yes, because he wants to be a good guy now.
Doesn't want to be known for what he's been known for.
Yeah, like Black Spectre's bringing previous sort of guys from earlier in the run to come to fight him, and like it was tight. Like 25 issues, it's all coming to a head.
I don't even remember like issue 7 or 8 ages ago when we were talking about it. There was his name? It was what
Men Mountain Mucker.
No.
No, the other one. Oh, the other one.
The other one.
Yeah, something like M something as well.
Muckman or something like that. And he was just like not like Clayface, but he was just a big globule thing.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, and encased him in concrete in the bottom of a building. He came back. He got him back out, and it was really well done. So yeah, all the different villains throughout the 25 issues that he kind of dealt with or blinded, like the guy, Martin Marco in Dark Reign that he blinded in jail, got new eyes, and that was really cool. And like it is obviously coming to a head in the next couple of issues. But it's just balls out. It was a surprising book, but damn, she was good.
Do you think they're trying to tease who Black Spectre is? I thought they were trying to allude to it being the Jump.
Oh, because
Says
we
the same
don't talk
line.
anymore. Yeah.
No, like the line when Hydra come and attack him,
That's
which is
right.
like,
Speak
say the devil's name. That's the same
Devil-
line he says at the end.
Devil should
And you're
come.
like, ooh.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd
Yeah.
like it, but if he can pull it off.
Yeah, I didn't pick that one. Yeah, nice.
But it's fantastic. Like, felt like it took an hour to read.
Well, it was
Probably
like,
did.
the chapters and the way it all went across. It was bloody big.
Yeah.
There was a lot to it. Like I said, it was bigger. But the time it took to read that compared to Fishflies, I enjoyed Fishflies, but there's a lot of a lot of quick
Yeah.
flicking in that
He's light
book.
on his dust.
Yeah.
That looks like it's like a trade. That's like a
Yeah.
small trade.
And there's a 20-page backup that's from a Hulk issue magazine, which is really cool art. I will go back and read that backup, but after it did take me so long to read the others, I was done.
I need to get rid more on the bar. It was good. Then my favourite was like the Zodiac bit. It's Stephen Grant goes to pretends to be his lawyers to have a talk with him, and that stuff was excellent.
Yeah.
Great book.
Yeah, I can tell liars whether it be in the court, whether it be in the boardroom or the interrogation room. It was really cool shit.
Fantastic. Anything else, Dylan?
No, I read I Hate Fairyland from
Yep.
last week, and that was fucking so cool. It was amazing. But I think that's it for me.
David?
Nothing for me.
Nathan?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, like Green Lantern.
Yep.
Night Terrors.
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
That
Yeah.
looked good. The art looked excellent in that
Yeah,
too, actually.
like, and the Sinestro backup was really cool as well. So yeah, it's like Insomnia's trying, it's basically doing Scarecrow
Yeah.
on people, just getting their worst nightmares and stuff. Yeah, it's good. It was really good actually. And also read the second last issue of the Planet of the Apes miniseries.
Yep.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Last issue ended with all the apes and human researchers are in a cruise ship going to wherever, and they get attacked by the fucking cult, whatever they're called.
Sure, sort of stuff.
And then this issue is like action on the boat against the people and the terrorists, and like dialogue that they're having afterwards with somebody else, like a phone call, like a rundown. We asked for help, help, and it was like the cult terrorists, whatever, coordinated attacks all around the world. So we couldn't help you because fuck, they're everywhere, But the apes, started helping the humans fight back.
Yeah.
And then like the whoever's they're taking to, like, I think UN, whatever they're talking to, is like, so who was in charge of the apes? Who was leading the apes? He's like, nobody. They were just helping the humans.
That's cool.
And they're like, we gotta have apes help us out because there's more of them than us. It was really cool. One more issue left. Fuck, I like this miniseries a lot. It's very
Pretty cool trade.
very cool issue. You see monkey with a machine gun shooting the terrorists, and then the freaking RPG. Great.
And that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Bums?
Actually, just when you just said that, there's a bit in that Moon Knight where he's like, "What's with the moonarangs?
Yes.
Why don't you use a gun? You're so dangerous." Like, because I'm afraid the person I am when I've got a gun.
Yeah.
And he just starts going nuts. So going into guns, MPH. It was Mark Millar book from, jeez, I don't know.
Old Fifi,
now.
fair
Yeah,
Fifi.
I don't even know because I just picked up the trade. It's excellent. About a pill that makes you run really fast. Time so slow. By the time they've realised what's going on, they're 2 states away. So it starts off talking about something that happened back in the 80s, and then this kid's in jail, and it all comes back around. It's so well written, so well done. I hope it comes into big time because the way it finished, it definitely could. But yeah, it I think definitely starts off a bit slow, but the way it finishes those last 3 issues, I definitely recommend finishing it because holy shit, the way he brought that all back around was so well done. Kid goes to jail, finds the pills in jail, gets out, and then just takes over and thinks the best way to do everything is to rob banks and everything like that, and then everything goes to shit. Yeah, I can't say enough about it. Then I got halfway through reading Wanted, because I think Big Time comes out this week.
Can't wait for Big Time this week.
I haven't read Wanted since I first read it when I bought it, and you read it the other week. Fuck me, that's amazing. It's so damn good. I forgot how big that world was and everything that they. As I said, I'm only halfway and I actually reading the the forward for it, I'm like, I actually forget the last couple of pages.
Yeah, sure.
Fucking cheering. I can't wait.
Cool.
That's it.
I read Void Rivals this week because the second printing came out.
Oh, cool.
That was really good. Like, Transformer thing aside.
Yeah,
I just thought it was cool.
That was
Like,
interesting.
nothing
Yeah.
new, two races of, we're the same, whatever. But, it was good. But, interesting to see where
Second
it
issue
goes.
comes out next week. I
Yeah.
think.
That's why I was like, let me try that since we got the second prints back
Yeah.
in. So if you're interested in the Transformers Skybound stuff, jump on now. Speaking of Skybound, did you see he's got a new license?
Oh.
Universal Monsters.
Ooh.
First book's Dracula book.
Shit.
Yeah.
Any word on who's writing?
Yeah, I can't remember now though.
Okay.
So it didn't stand out.
It was someone decent. Oh, it's it's Tinian.
Oh, shit.
And the Department of Truth. He's Department of Truth artist.
Oh.
Yeah, could be good.
work.
Could be
So
good.
Universal couldn't make it work in movies.
Yeah.
Comics it is.
But just
Dark Universe. Comic books.
Kirkman just
That's
Trying
a
to-
good pickup.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
can, if
man.
it's done right, shit, yeah, okay.
God damn.
Because you only have to sign that license for a year or two and pump out some fantastic books. You know.
It's already got a base of people that are loyal to that shit
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
If it-
yeah.
And if it's cool. If it's done right, they'll buy that shit. Excellent.
Interesting. Okay, that's all the comics?
That is all the comments.
Alrighty. Okay, comic news. We've got an announcement from Kelly and Lanzig from Sentinel of Liberty. They've got a Thunderbolts series coming up.
Not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take it.
Yeah, same. You've got Bucky, the Revolution, leading a new team. For some reason, it's a lot like the team in the movie that's coming
Yeah.
out.
Well, that's the other thing. Is like these Marvel are proactive in their
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
now
yeah.
instead of, what I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, but it's just so...
that-
But it's like it's not a great team.
I was going to say, that more feels like they're bringing the shit of the MCU back to the good comic books as opposed
Yeah,
to...
but they've done that since.
forcing these characters into a story that existed already and that they don't really fit in my opinion.
I don't think most of them, though, like, it's clearly just going to be a spy book.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough spies in that
Yeah.
team, though,
But
for it to be a spy
I assume
book.
there'll be
Something
some
super-
will be going undercover into stuff or whatever. So there's potential. And they were killing it so hard at first on Cap.
So you've got both Black Widows.
Yes.
You got
Guardian.
Sharon Carter, Destroyer.
Yep.
Red Guardian.
Yep.
Winter Soldier. U.S. Agent.
Yep.
Shang-Chi for some reason. I guess going back to his roots as a spy.
Yeah, he was spying.
Yeah.
And like the whole Thunderbolts thing used to be similar to Suicide Squad
yeah.
and everything like that. So that seems to be a departure from that. And they're kind of just using the name in that regard because there's no redemption kind of. You know,
Yeah.
it was
I
Luke
would like
Cage. Remember Luke Cage with the team? Oh, that was
I would like the book. It was called Invaders a lot more.
Yes.
so what it should be called.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, even with that composition, it would have been better, right?
But the synergy, I can't complain too much with. I get what they're doing.
Yes. Yes.
Did anybody see the new tease for new Punisher book?
No.
Announcement at San Diego. A new Punisher book. A new Punisher.
You Punisher.
Frankencastle.
It's all in shadow. You can't see. And the skull is sort of back,
Okay.
but you can't see. But Jesus Christ, it looks like fucking Nick Fury if you ask me.
Oh,
Wait, as in...
which Nick
It's
Fury?
got a
which
very
one?
Which
Agent
one?
of S.H.I.E.L.D. outfit on with a Punisher logo, is what it looks like to me.
Oh, but you don't see anything.
You see nothing. But at the same time, I don't think it looks like current day Nick Fury. Pretty sure he's got hair. Jason got
Very exciting.
very excited.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Intriguing.
Mm,
Yeah, cool.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I need anything
Yeah.
with Fury.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
You don't think that's just
Yeah,
screams
yeah.
Steranko?
Yeah,
That is
okay.
like-
Especially the way
that
he's
is-
standing as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is
That
so,
is like-
yeah.
The three.
Yeah,
Chuck a
yeah,
photo
yeah.
up
At
on
the
the
bottom,
screen for
that-
everyone when
yeah.
they can have a look too, because that's
It's very
that's really cool too.
Think of it style art to. God damn.
When's that tease for?
It's announcement, I think, in San Diego. So 2 weeks, I guess.
No, but like
Ah.
so later in the year, you'd imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
No, it will be revealed at the Marvel panel,
Yeah.
July 21st.
Punisher's had like the gear straps in
Yep.
white before,
Yep,
right?
yep,
But
yep,
the,
yep.
the white it's
There's something about it.
It's Punisher or Agent of
Yes.
S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Yeah,
right?
the
That's
stand-
very
the stand-
specific.
Yeah,
It's
just
very-
something
yeah.
about it. Just I'm like, ooh, wag on. And it'll just be goddamn.
Your mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just be fucking pissed.
It'd be so
We're all in 2 characters. Yeah. But it looks like Nick Fury to me.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. We've got some more casting news for Superman Legacy.
Not enough. Not enough casting. More heroes, I say.
Okay, so we've got Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. We've got Hawk Girl. We've got Mr. Terrific. We've got Metamorpho. They're all going to be in the Superman movie.
Is there more? Was there another one? Who's the dude from Barry?
He's Metamorpho.
He's Metamorpho.
Yeah, so that
Mr.
means he's
Terrific,
going to
yeah.
be Metamorpho. He's not going to be Rex Mason.
Yes.
Because Rex Mason, good looking dude.
Yes. It's the whole
He's not.
idea, right?
Yes.
Oh, no, he's bold.
Says you.
Like,
Creepy.
I just rewatched
No.
Batman Begins.
He's bold.
Don't say that.
I just rewatched Batman Begins the other night,
Oh yeah.
and there were just Batman characters in that movie. Okay, and it just you didn't force all this other shit into it. Like, James Gunn came out. Did you guys see he's like defending it?
Yeah.
Oh, what's he saying?
He's saying, I think the comment was, I thought this was a Superman movie.
Yeah, cool.
Very valid. And then James Gunn is like, yeah, well, you've got, both two halves of Clark's life. You've got his, the Clark Kent side, and you've got the Superman side, and these people from the Superman side. Not really.
Yeah.
If
Not
you push
really.
them into it, they are.
Exactly.
But not. They don't have to be in a well-written origin, not as an origin story, because you're not seeing the origin.
Yeah.
So
But-
that depends how long he's been Superman.
That's the thing.
Exactly. Yeah. But I don't know.
And the name Legacy kind of makes me feel like he's been Superman for a while. And the dude they've
Oh, he's
cast,
starting.
or the dude that's cast is very
Building
young.
his legacy.
Well,
Yeah.
well, that's true.
Or like-
and if that's the case, why is everyone
Right,
around?
yeah.
Oh, Legacy as in Krypton kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can throw that word around.
Nathan Fillion is too old to be Guy Gardner.
Nathan Fillion is too shit to be Guy Gardner. He's so overrated, and he's not Guy Gardner at all.
100% not Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
He's not
No, no,
tough
no,
enough to be
no.
Guy Gardner. I don't believe Nathan Fillion could fucking be in a fight with anybody. Guy Gardner gets his head punched in all the time.
Yes.
And goes again.
And generally speaking, Guy Gardner, especially like with his personality, you want him to be a younger, fucking headstrong
He
dude.
just seems like a young, brash little.
He's gotta be a
cocksucker.
yes,
knob.
Yeah.
yes,
It's got to be a knob. And Fillion can be a knob, but it's a different type of knob.
100%.
It's not, I got big balls.
When he's voiced Hal Jordan, I feel like he did a good job. If he was gonna play one and I had to pick, I'd say Hal Jordan. But yeah, I don't know.
He can voice Hal Jordan.
Yes, that's
He can
what I'm
voice
getting at.
Hal
Yes.
Jordan.
I wish Robert Carlyle was like 35 years younger. I reckon he'd be a great Guy Gardner. A guy from
Probably
Train
right.
Spotting,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I don't think I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Train Spotting?
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe watch it.
What's that fucking Hitler movie that was in?
Oh, and he's in Ravenous too, the cannibal
Guy-
movie.
Guy Pearce
Guy
one?
Pearce one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Bottom line, all these other superhero characters, they are 100% unnecessary.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's kind of objective, right? It's you don't need them in a Superman story.
And like, obviously, without knowing
Anything.
what the bad guy
Yeah.
is and what the problem is, you're like, well, the biggest knock on Superman generally is how overpowered he is, and he's hard to get a good villain for. It's
Yes.
just facts, right? So now you're gonna give him more heroes on his side, unless he's fighting them. I don't know.
Just turn it upside down.
But even that James Gunn would come out defend your shit.
You don't-
Shut up and put your shit out. That's
It's
how you
like-
defend
That's how you
yourself.
defend it, yeah.
It's like when you see authors and stuff defend themselves on Twitter. It's just don't. Just don't do it. Just don't. Just
Especially
don't.
so early in the piece. Just be like, I know what I'm doing.
It doesn't come out until like mid-2025,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, watching Batman Begins again just made me even more like, I don't want this. I don't want it.
We say it all the time. Every new announcement, I'm like, they're just making the same mistakes. We're just going to end up in the same position
Yeah.
where they've made a mess of it and they've got to reboot again. And like, there's no rebooting again this time, I think.
They've gone and
You're
BVS
going to
all
have
over
to
themselves
leave
again.
it alone for years.
I'd rather that. Just leave it alone.
But they're not gonna.
I know
They're,
they're not going
the
to.
new, they're the new action films. They're not comic book movies. They're just action films now.
Yeah.
We don't get action films anymore. We get comic book movies. It's freaking annoying.
All right, let's stop talking about this mess
Yes.
and get into the trailers we've got for this week. Let's start with Godzilla -1.
It looks. You don't see a lot. You see Zilla, but fuck, it looks cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's got -1. What's up?
No. Fummy's being a.
I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I was listening to you.
I love the fact, yeah, it's straight after World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see cities in ruins and stuff, and like the premise is like, yeah, that was year 0 for Japan. Godzilla comes and is like, nice one. That's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I love when they play into the bombing Godzilla.
yep.
Well, that's essentially what,
gotta
when
do
it woke
it,
him up.
right?
Yeah.
And everything. Was it woke him up or created him
Created
or
him.
created?
Create?
There's different. There's different sides. Yeah.
Yeah, in the different versions,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
because Shin Godzilla is when he
Yeah.
created, because that was his evolution, because of the blood splurting out the sides and shit. That was so damn cool.
In the original movie, was the bomb like part of it? 'Cause it's been a while since I
No,
watched it.
Godzilla was just I thought, an allergy.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Like a sub in for it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't actually part of his story.
But yeah, it was like, the background of it.
Yeah,
Mentioned
yeah.
it at all. But
And also, they watched
Interesting.
Flash of Superman, right?
Yeah.
I heard that story. Hear that story?
Yeah, that looks good.
yeah,
Most excited
And-
been for a movie.
Godzilla looks great.
He really does. I mean, the
His
second you
fucking
get it,
spine plates are freaking huge and spiky. It looks so cool. I can't. And, it's like, and this is the first Japanese Godzilla movie in 15-ish, maybe more years.
Shin?
no shit.
Oh yeah, Shin.
But other than that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
that was 10
well,
years ago.
before
At
Shin,
least,
yeah.
So yeah, you're getting close to what you were saying anyway.
Yeah, like it was Godzilla Final Battles, and there was nothing
Yeah.
for a long time until Shin Godzilla.
Was that any good?
Final Battle? Yeah.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying that.
they have the freaking.
Oh, that was the big freaking just jizz
Well,
fest. Like, it's
yeah.
just heaps of fucking
They had
monsters,
the,
right?
like, the
How haven't I seen if there's a Jizz Fest? Hell,
They had the American Godzilla as
What's
well.
the name of the pod? Jizz Fest.
The American Godzilla. He fights American Godzilla.
Oh, really? Does he
Yeah.
have
Sydney?
American shorts on?
In Sydney,
Oh,
and he beats him like
He
that.
just-
It's Kaiju Royal Rumble.
Oh, it's so good.
Don Fry's in it with his mustache.
Because I think I've seen clips from it. I never watched it.
Oh,
Did I
it's
watch
great.
it? Maybe I watched it.
Yeah, because he fights like Gino in Sydney.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, maybe I did watch it.
Like I think they destroy the opera house or some shit.
And like the
I
final
can't
battle,
think
is it
like
like freaking like roided up Ghidorah or some shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Play with your,
I already
play with your nipples.
It's in and out, mate.
Yeah, it's been Radley. Anyway,
I got my squishy.
That's much quieter.
Let's just get the squishy out.
Yeah, I just keep the quiet thing in the loudest thing possible.
Okay, Blue Beetle trailer.
Yeah. Not as good as Birdie Beetle, but I'm still keen.
I'm just hoping it's just a fun, stupid action
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
it looks like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
The familyness of it's going to make me cringe a bit. The Mario Lopez is a bit cringy, but besides that, yeah, it looks like
The
fun, man.
book is all family stuff too.
Oh,
though.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like Carapax looks pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Giant Robot Man.
Holy hell, yeah.
Available
yeah.
now. Come by it.
It's like
Yes.
something from Halo.
We got Blue Beetle figures this week. And some
Damn, he's
Dark
bigger than I
Knight
expected. That's really cool.
and Flash.
Yeah, no, this looks good.
Yeah, just like I don't think it's gonna wow me, but
It looks like it might be fun. Like, just a
yeah,
fun little.
I'll be
yeah.
entertained for an hour and a half to 2 hours. 2 hours these days.
Is it part? Is he going to be in Superman?
Oh well, this is like retroactively, I think, like movie 0.
Oh, okay.
Unless it doesn't do good.
It's just going to be like Dark Universe where they just keep
Yeah.
pushing the movie zero forward.
But I'm like, Shazam 2 had all the gun Peacemaker people at the end, so yeah.
I did it.
I'll find that.
All right. I didn't watch this because fuck Star Wars. Ahsoka.
Fuck Star Wars until Andor. What?
I like the look of it, especially visually, and it kind of looks.
Rosario?
That helps. It helps. It does look. I know. It looks.
They tweaked her from Mandalorian. 'Cause-
Yeah, she looks way better.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the whole thing's got that Star Wars vibe, but not like in the friggin' I don't know.
Cheap Mandalorian look?
Yeah. Still looks cheap in places. But like it's got that more sleek look.
Yeah.
Not the it's fucking just it's all Tatooine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This has got the more
More
sci-fi.
more locales.
Yes. Looks
Blade Runner locales.
yeah, like
And like
potential.
new villains kind of interest me too.
It's,
I wish you'd
it's
watched it.
sort
I
of
know you
right.
don't like Star Wars, but I wish you'd watched it because I was intrigued to hear your opinion.
It's Thrawn,
Yeah, that's
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. I'll give-
and you see Thrawn, and
I
like,
wanted to hear your opinion of it.
which is like, they've been teasing Thrawn for so long
Yeah.
to bring him into the official sort of canon.
Um
Like
It's like a Rebels sequel, half Rebels sequel.
Yeah.
With Sabine and Hera. And Chopper.
and Chopper,
Ghost.
and then you saw what's his name in
Eric Banner's in
Yeah.
it.
Mandalorian. Yeah, yeah.
Sweet. Might watch it.
Yeah, potential. I'll always be a little like, I'm so sick of these fake Sith bullshit.
Yeah.
Loophole Sith. Yeah.
Just don't need it. He looks like a Sith. Like he's the best one yet. I feel the dude. Like he looks like a Sith Lord.
Was
Not-
this Ray Stevenson?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he looks like a
So,
Sith Lord.
so last thing he did.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll give it a shot where I was probably not gonna. But I watched the trailer just today and I was like, I'll give it at least one episode.
I'll watch the whole thing, but
I'm just really sad that you can say that I don't like Star Wars and I can't deny
Fight it?
that.
hey man,
But that's not your fault. That's just what you've been given. I'm not that keen on this either. I'm a little bit more from watching the trailer. Not much though, to be honest. I've been thinking about what you said recently. Is I'll just start watching again when Endor starts. To be honest, because I haven't enjoyed anything for a while.
I'm not going to watch this because I haven't seen Rebels.
Yeah, I haven't watched Rebels.
didn't
I don't
finish
think
Rebels.
you need to.
I
I
didn't
never
like-
finished Rebels.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
I've only seen like a couple of episodes. I'm still gonna watch
First
it.
season was
they're gonna-
fantastic.
They're going to spoon feed everything to you. Don't worry, Dave.
They better.
Time travel became a thing in Rebels.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh?
I'm out.
Done.
I'm out of this.
What
Time travel.
Jedi's got
Okay,
time travel now.
so
the fuck?
Darth Vader and Ahsoka get locked in a room together.
Right.
Sith Temple.
Oh, is this like
Yes.
the Notebook?
Is the Sith Temple? Dave.
They get locked in a room together, and he does not kill her. Well, is it like he did kill her?
Oh, she gets knocked off the thing. You think she's dead?
It's like, fuck.
She's not dead.
It's just, she should have died.
Yeah. She died before that.
But what's
Yeah,
the time
she
travel
should've-
thing? What?
Yeah, what's the time travel? bit?
Yeah.
They save her using time travel or some shit like
Yes.
that. I never got up
Oh,
to
so
it.
she gets knocked off, and then they grab her
think-
when she's down under the.
Something like
still
that.
girder.
Because it's like, yeah, Ezra and friggin'
Ezra Miller's in this.
Kanan
Jesus.
fucking
I
super
wanna watch this
Jedi
part.
out in time travel, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, Kanan. I think Kanan died
Ah,
before
even
that.
before that.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that all just retcon so there's a reason she's alive and they can use her, or is that just that's?
It was in
that's
the
just
show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the end of the show, I think.
Because that was your whole complaint that she should
She'd
never
been
be
dead
alive.
forever ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as Darth Vader becomes Darth Vader, he finds her and kills her.
Yeah.
Because he's got to.
Or at least. Yeah.
And he would know about her obviously
Yes,
because
yes, yes.
he's Padawan.
Yeah. Kill that bitch.
Yeah.
Filoni just can't do it.
No, he's his OCs.
Yeah, like-
can't kill his
That's
OCs.
the only
the
way
worst
it takes
thing
a
is
second to
that-
stab a bitch, so.
Sabine called her master. Obviously, in between Rebels and this, obviously they were together as master and apprentice for a bit, and not anymore. So Sabine cut her hair to show she's serious this time. I guess I don't know. So that people looked a bit shit.
I'll watch this. I don't mind.
I'll give it a shot just because
Yeah,
I
it
thought
looks
it
alright.
looked good, like visually.
All right. We also got Twisted Metal.
That looks like it'll be trash garbage.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
might
but not
be.
fun either.
I was gonna say this might be fun trash garbage,
I think
but
it might
not
teeter.
like. Yeah, it won't be good.
No,
But it'll be like
far from good.
fun trash garbage. But probably not.
probably not.
But
I think trash
there's
garbage.
a chance it might be fun trash garbage.
There might be some
Yeah.
redeeming features and some redeeming actors,
Cool action
but I
shit.
think the overall sentiment of the whole show is going to be shit. But there might be, like, Samoa Joe might be awesome, and a couple other bits might be good. But I think Mackie is just... I don't know if he's hamming it up enough or too much. I can't pick it yet from the trailer. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll give it a go, but,
See, but
I'll give it a go if I've
the
got it.
cast know they're in trash garbage and ham it up
Oh,
real
100%.
nice. This might be
But
just a
either
fun
go
trash
full
garbage,
hog,
yeah.
yes. Yeah,
Oh, 'cause
100%.
it's clearly quite aiming for that Fast and Furious
Yeah.
demo. Like, you know,
Like-
just stupid shit.
I don't know how many
Car-centric.
episodes. Yeah, I don't know how many episodes it is, but if it's sick action through the whole
Yeah,
series,
yeah.
it just might be enjoyable in that way.
What's it on?
Peacock over there. I don't know if it'd be on what.
What if I've got it? I'll watch it. Okay, I'm not getting. I'm not.
Who's doing the voice?
Will Arnett. Yeah, Joe's the body, Will Arnett's the voice.
It's a weird mix.
So weird. There's some cultural appropriation issues there.
Okay. Episode 3 of My Adventures of Superman came out this week. I watched
How was that?
It was
Is there
pretty
more
cool.
twisting and changing into costume?
No.
No?
No. It's just the shirt rip from
okay.
now on.
Okay, good.
Which is good. Okay, we see their new take on Silver Banshee.
Oh, yeah.
Very different. She's got like this tech helmet thing, and that amplifies her scream.
Cool.
I hate that. I hate when they make cartoons and it's all tech bullshit instead of just they have the power. It's some fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Tech's
Bullshit.
easier to beat them then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Garbage.
And it's a quicker story.
Livewire was the same, but I think hers, because of an accident, got integrated into her body or
That's,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's okay. Yeah, so you got Silver Banshee, you've got the Mist. I don't think he's a Superman villain. He's like some other fucking
Stephen King
DC
story,
villain. And I think a new character. I've never heard of him. Roughhouse, I think. Yeah, Roughhouse. So they the three of them. They're Intergang. They're the show's version of Intergang.
Interesting.
From the massage parlor, right?
So they get given this secret government tech by Livewire, and they're like, "Oh, cool, let's go rob a bank." And you get the sense that I'm getting the feeling that this they've got crazy tech that they've got, and there were like giant robots in the first episode. I'm thinking maybe they're Kryptonian or something, Kryptonian related.
Because that's the other thing with the tech. It's all going to come from the same source, surely.
Yeah.
You know, season subplot.
Yeah.
And Clark,
Hate it more now.
I think Clark is going to be discovering more powers as the show gets on, because this is the first time he uses his heat vision.
Does he have X-ray yet? Does he know he has X-ray?
No, they just leave doors open a little bit, and he just watches people showering.
Get a creep one.
Perfect. Yeah, that would be perfect. I don't think he knows about that yet, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he'd be about 13 when he realises that.
You get a little bit more of Team Rocket Deathstroke.
Do you know who his voice is?
Oh, yeah!
I'm watching. I'm like, that voice sounds kind of familiar, but kind of not. I look it up. Mind blown. It's Parnell as
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Really?
Chris Parnell.
Yes.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's a switch up.
Right?
And
But it doesn't sound like he sounds serious.
But does he serious it up?
yeah.
serious, but he sounds young. You know, he doesn't sound like an old guy.
If it's
I
like a
need-
young
Doesn't
one.
sound
I
like...
need to hear this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Okay.
Because I had
That's
to look
on-
it up,
that's
and
on
I'm like,
Plex, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to watch this straight away.
mind
Yeah.
blown. Episode 2, I think.
Yeah, okay, cool. Holy shit.
Singing freaking Lazy
Yeah.
Sunday?
What?
Did he start singing Lazy Sunday?
The Chronic, what?
But yeah,
But yeah, it was okay.
because like, you know, Jerry
It's
Smith
just Jerry, yeah, like he's
or
Archer.
Cyril Figgins, you know, like just... What the
Okay.
hell are you doing now?
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't mention it before, but in like, yeah, you would have seen because you watched they've got their own version of the Newsboy Legion in the show. News Kid Legion.
I liked that a lot.
Yeah,
That's
that
one
was
of my
really
favourite
cool.
parts.
And it's kind of like, Lois is just an intern, right? So she doesn't have any real sources. So her journalistic source is
Oh, that's
News
sick.
Kid Legion.
I love that.
Yeah. So she goes to them and she's
I'm a
like,
big fan of Ninja Boy Legion.
Yeah, you got any info? And then the main one, she's amazing. She's like, I'm Flip Johnson, woman of business, and she's got this business card that she's made with crayon and stuff.
Nice.
and then she's like, okay, how much am I gonna get? How are you gonna help me?
How old is this? How old are these
Yeah,
kids?
they're cute.
Like 10.
They're like,
Jeez.
Sparrows in Game of Thrones, like the
yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
supposed to be newsboys from back in the 40s, but there's no freaking newspapers. But, it still exists. It's great.
Yeah, no, they were excellent. I forgot to mention that.
That was so
last week.
cool.
You're
Yeah.
trying to become an accomplished journalist, and you're like, I'm going to hit up these 10-year-olds for info.
You got to get your info somewhere.
And hey, they deliver the papers all around the city. They know exactly what's going on.
Sorry, not everyone's got 12 scrolls working for them.
Did you know who modern journalists' goddamn intel comes from? Freaking Reddit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the internet. It's not...
I'll take a newspaper boy every day of the week.
Okay, yeah, the show is awesome.
Because isn't she trying? She the payment she accepts, isn't it, to get
Get in trouble
her
for that shit,
paper
Jack.
in?
Yeah,
Like
because
their paper put in with the delivery of the planet.
they're drawing their own paper.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
I love that.
This one's making the crosswords and...
Oh, that's great.
And like one of the kids crazy and is like, "Mum said we had to include him," or something like that.
I want that show.
Todd smells.
Yeah, the show's awesome. Show's really cool. Okay, Secret Invasion, episode 4.
Speak of the devil.
Wow, here we are.
So good.
And
And
it's
it's getting
got-
shorter as they go.
It's got put into 5th gear, and now we're just going to go hand towards the ending, I reckon.
You okay now? They didn't kill your girl off?
Yeah,
You okay?
It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
We're going to see Nick Fury go full John Wick.
Yeah,
I think so.
it was cool to see him do some shit in this
Yeah.
one more than any of them yet.
That was some cool action shit. It
Yeah.
wasn't. It wasn't up
president
to. It wasn't up to Falcon Winter Soldier standard, but it was pretty damn cool.
And when you lead ain't the youngest chap going around, I
No.
think that's about as hard as you're going to push
74,
it.
man. Yeah. Just let that sink in when you're watching this show. So good. Is it? I don't know if anyone else noticed. Marvel MCU president looks exactly very similar to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I just got those vibes straight away. I'm like, okay, someone's pushing. I like it. No worries. No worries. Other thing I noticed this week that, I don't know, we discussed it. Every episode's finished the same way. Someone dead laying on the ground.
Oh, I've not noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good pickup.
Yeah. That was due, but yeah.
Who's that rocks up? Like, does MI6 that rock up and help Fury at the end?
Yeah, or
Yeah, I
just
would
would
say
have
so.
been
It'd be
backup
just
or MI.
backup,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
I thought it was like
it's
remnants
president,
of...
dude. It's the president.
Yeah, like they
No,
would've-
but they're not American.
No, I know.
no, but
Yeah.
they would have still had local details.
Exactly,
Like,
ready to
the
go.
first rocket came, they would have been calling for
I
reinforcements.
thought it would have been
instantly.
remnants of like commandos.
They were British, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I know,
British,
but like,
yeah,
you
you
know,
saw
like-
the...
It'd be SAS. It'd be like straight up British commandos.
Yeah, the president comes in to visit. Sure, he's got his little
Yeah.
detail, but it's
Yeah.
extensive that you
half
don't
the
see.
Yeah, if something
Something's
starts
working.
happening, freaking.
No, but it sounded like, to me, it gave the impression that Nick Fury organised these peeps.
No,
nah, I just
no,
thought-
I think
You
it was
know,
more
No,
just
no,
the
it's-
president.
all
shit.
back up.
Yeah,
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 calm
that,
down.
like when the first thing would they would have straight up
How
called
cool
for
was that
reinforcements.
SUV just opened up, they had the rocket launcher?
Yeah,
in it.
that was great.
Freaking so cool. I'm like, where did that... Oh, shit, that was an SUV. That was so excellent.
If there's
Yeah,
one thing I had to pick with it, why didn't Talos just shapeshift when he rocks up with Fury and just starts doing like sabotage?
But that's his
shit?
whole thing.
He doesn't... Yeah, go.
His whole thing is like when he's talking to guys, like we'll just be the good ones.
Yeah.
Or, we integrate. We look out like them. We help out. We're the good ones.
It sounded like a shit plan, and it sounded like he was not being a wuss and stuff, but it is
Yeah,
the peaceful way through. I was with him. Like, it just wasn't going to happen because of what you're dealing with.
How this ended.
Well, yeah.
Because there's gonna be a bunch of dead body, scroll bodies that they're gonna see.
Yep.
Like aliens attack the president. That's not gonna
he
help
has
them.
just the whole thing's very immigration and refugee under right? So he's the type that is just fully integrated and assimilated and the past is
He
behind.
said it last episode. I'm not with them because I'm with you.
Yeah.
But like, he could have just turned into the president, ran to the bushes. Garrick follows him. Gravik follows
Yeah.
him, and then he turns into Talos and just shoots him. You know, like
When we don't have 2 more episodes, Dave.
I know.
Go on, bro.
My favourite bit was the
Nah, there's too much shit going on for someone to believe that. Like, they're...
No, but like, the president's out of the car, he's running, and like,
No, they're not going to let the president get out of the car and run. See how much shelter and coverage they were doing?
Yeah.
That was really cool the way they did that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
is that it?
Protect the cargo.
Sussed.
Yeah. So
Yeah, my favourite bit was the just in case you're really dumb, here is War Machine as a scroll.
Yeah.
Just in case you hadn't worked
how many
it out.
times? Yeah.
Yeah,
Just in case.
To be fair, like last episode when she's on the phone,
Yeah.
I thought it was growing on the phone.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, no,
it surprised me. All right,
yeah.
it's like, oh, okay,
Well, no, I
But
think
like
that
that
was
first scene in this episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
no
Yeah.
more.
yeah.
But just in case.
Just in
just
case.
in
There'll be
case.
some people.
Yes.
Here he is in the shower.
Yes. You get it.
Well,
Sometimes
they
you
know
get
who's watching.
Yeah.
you got to beat somebody over the head with it. Sometimes.
no, I got it when you first rocked up.
I know, Dave.
He had it by the end of the episode, all right. Like, that was a Talos. All right, cool.
So, I've changed. He's not an LMD. He's gonna make the president an LMD sort of trap. Is what I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he runs off with the president,
Yes.
and he's probably they're gonna be like Rhodey's gonna be like, oh, he's kidnapped the president, and
Oh, for
I don't
sure,
know.
for sure, for sure.
you know, I reckon president will be LMD sort of set up a trap.
I
You need something to fight the scrolls.
the only thing that, because I kept thinking about LMDs throughout this few weeks, they haven't set up LMDs
They
enough.
have. It was like LMD was in the movie. So
That was one
Winter
line
Soldier?
though.
Oh no.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No, it was like Avengers or something.
We just
wasn't
discussed who we're dealing with, of who's watching this. They would have needed to at least mention it once or twice in this series so far.
Right. Okay. I
Is
get
what I-
it.
is what I- is what I'm getting
I
at.
get you. I get you. I get you.
I think it was a throwaway line in a movie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. That
That's
was
what I'm
it.
getting at. We haven't seen them. We haven't seen.
Spider-Man? Was it Spider-Man?
Yeah, something about like model decoy.
I'm sure they used it.
Iron Man, one of the Iron Man movies.
Oh,
he picks up the
yeah.
phone and he's like, "Hi, this is Tony Stark's life model decoy."
Yeah.
Yes. So we haven't seen one.
Yeah.
We haven't seen
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
in action.
yeah.
We haven't seen someone get shot at zzz, zzz, and they're all electric and so forth. And it wasn't
Yeah.
them. It's so forth. So I feel less and less we're going to get LMDs in this series, which sucks because I love everything around Nick Fury is LMDs back in the day.
How
It's
would
so
you,
damn cool.
How would you fight a Super Scroll now? With like what's laid out in the show, how would you fight Gravik?
Call
Samuel
Without
Jackson,
calling for like
Thor.
yeah.
Sentry.
Well, you don't know that that's not what happens. I don't think that's out of the question. At the end, he's
Like a Captain Marvel might show up.
I don't think that's out of the question at all.
Yeah, I'll give Captain Marvel, but like
How they beat freaking extremist Guy Pearce in that?
that was an annoying.
Iron Man
like,
movie.
Pepper Potts kicked his ass.
Oh yeah, because she also had extremists, and they just did not acknowledge that.
That's how they do it. Your girl kicks his ass. Because he just killed her dad.
Yeah.
Super Skrull versus Super Skrull.
Yeah. Which is the MC way.
Yeah. Gotta fight your doppelganger.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was. You guys find it a bit weird, like when he went all stretchy. It was like all obviously Groot. Yeah,
Yeah, just
Look more like symbiote.
it was all wood and shit.
yeah. Well, that's sort of.
Yeah, I know.
they've
What
gone
I'm
from-
getting at,
yeah.
like,
It's not-
that's
it's the
their
fantastic.
It was wood instead of skin.
instead of just stretchy.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
Unnecessary.
Yes.
And
know,
of course
but
he
you-
stretches. I
Yeah,
don't
you
need to
just
be like,
use his DNA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he's got Groot arms now. No, he just stretches, bro. Let's move on.
And also,
Right?
like, he's in his human form as he does it. So,
So
it's,
Yeah, like
Even
you've got-
less super
You've
scrolly.
got this plan. You're going to be pretend to be Russians. You're going to kill everybody. Oh shit! I'm going to start using powers now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Russians
Like-
have powers.
You either completely kill everyone that no one remembers, or you just fucked up.
The amnesia
Would
way.
you?
Yeah. You two ran away, but there's a lot of other dead scrolls just laying there.
So who's going to lay there next week?
Well, there's going to be dead scrolls laying in every episode so
Maybe
far.
the War Machine.
So given that it's a Groot arm thing, would you introduce a Fantastic Four as young
Oh,
kids?
you've asked this every time you've asked this.
No, not now. But like when it eventually happens,
Yeah.
are they going to be young? Like, has it happened yet? Has the Has the change, like, you know, trip into space, cosmic rays, has
No, I
that happened
think
yet? Or will that happen,
it'll
like,
happen in
in
the
that
movie,
point
yeah.
of time?
It's Marvel in there. There might be a flashback.
Yeah.
You know, and they're sort of, you know what I mean? Like,
'Cause if
they
we-
fiddle with the time so much.
Because if we're going by grid arms, to me, it's like, okay, they don't exist as the Fantastic Four yet.
Yes.
So,
Okay, I get what
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if we
yeah.
saw like that, it's like, okay, Reed Richards exists somewhere. But no.
No. Yeah, no.
Yeah, because
yeah,
Miss Marvel never stretched, did she? She just does.
she
the-
did. But it was like the
It was like Green Lantern powers, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
her hand didn't shoot the power stretched
Yes,
out.
yes, correct. That wasn't her story. Yeah,
No.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, who's going to be dead next week? Or
missus.
left on the ground? It's
gotta be the missus.
yeah, for sure.
Dave.
I reckon it'll be
Oh, okay.
no the general, like the right hand man and the missus next week. Just say.
Their little flashbacks with the poem and stuff, that was really cool.
Yeah, I like that. I was just going to
Really
mention
cool.
that. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that bit.
that was really, really cool. Not letting me change it. Now.
Dave,
Yes!
what was your film flashback? for
Film
this week?
Flashback is a movie I haven't seen.
You still haven't seen it?
Unbelievable, Dave.
Really shocked you hadn't seen this.
I swear I remember the scene when they're pulling out the brain bug.
Oh.
But apart from that, I don't think I've seen it
Yeah.
complete. Like, I may have seen like 2 or 3
Yeah,
scenes
yeah,
total, but
Oh,
yeah.
really? No, that worked. Maybe I'd see 2 or 3 scenes.
Yeah.
This movie is fantastic.
It is,
Oh, no, wait. You haven't seen it. What's your... You give us your
Oh,
review.
it's great. It's a bit cliche as fuck, but still, like, so much shit happens. It's 2 hours, but, like, it's packed full of, like, okay, we're doing this, you know, so. And the dish, which is so pretty.
What do you think of all the propaganda shit and the
Want to know more?
Yeah, I was like...
So good.
Yeah. Because it works on... Like, the movie works on 2 levels. On the surface, it's a great fucking
Just fun
action movie.
yep.
But, like, underneath, like, Verhoeven, like, it's a
Right.
full-blown satire on, like, power-hungry fascism and, like...
I think it's the most
Glorifying-
Verhoeven movie there is.
Yes, glorifying war and everything. So good.
Well, what does the citizen
Yes.
Yeah, all that
Yes.
shit. That was so good.
being a citizen mean to you?
Just the bit where, like, where they're going into... Go off to where recruitment. And, you know, gives it to the desk clerk. It's like, immobile infantry made me what I am. It's like, missing arm and no legs.
So
I'm like,
good.
fuck.
It's so good.
It's so on the nose, but it's so good.
Yeah, that's
It's
so good.
a lot of stuff that you read the book, right?
Yeah.
Like in the book, it was not as tongue in cheek.
No.
It was kind of just this is the
Like,
world.
this movie is a satire on fascism. The book is very pro-fascism and very pro-war, and just like it's an anti-war, anti-fascist movie. Like this fucking movie rules. Like all the actors, they live in Buenos Aires, but they're all fucking Aryan as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You've got okay.
So I
So
was like, what? What else happens?
Rico,
We're taking over the world by then.
In the book, he's Filipino.
Rico, Juan Rico, and they call him Johnny. That's his
Yeah.
That's his nickname. Juan Rico.
Johnny Rico.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's easier for people to remember. Johnny Football. Johnny Rico.
That's where it.
Yeah.
Like. Not a single
In
word of
Buenos Aires,
Spanish and...
living in South America, playing American football.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the
it's
future.
not- it's
Globalization, all right? Everything is.
American football.
The whole start of the movie, like, yeah, Dave's right about how much is in there. You get a college movie at first.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, or high school, whatever.
And the drawing on the thing with the
Yeah.
bubble gum and like, what the am I watching fucking like 10 Things I Hate About You or some shit?
And then it becomes like Full Metal Jacket up until,
Yeah.
and then like full friggin' like a
Space
Saving
Man.
Private Ryan fucking in space, and like he
Did
goes
you
the
instruct him
whole-
to take his helmet off?
Yeah, he goes the whole gamut of listen just for a girl. Oh, maybe I'll be the thing. Gets his chance, fucks up, wants to quit. Oh no, they bring him home, stays, and then just keeps moving up the ranks and ranks.
Yeah.
And then like even the last time, and like
And he only moves up when somebody dies.
dies.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, you're gonna be sergeant? Yeah, and he's gonna smile. Your mate just died. So good, so cheesy. Just doesn't give a fuck.
Busey.
Oh,
Jake Busey.
Jake Busey, those teeth.
Like,
Just amazing.
I don't know, so how you gonna press the fucking button with no hand, bro? That was great. Okay, Clancy Brown
Clancy's
as the fucking
excellent.
Oh,
drill
man.
instructor. Zim. He's good.
And like tie back to that at the end, right?
Ironside.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Dude. Rico's Rough Rider. Rico's
Roughnecks.
Roughnecks.
no, the movie's excellent. And the effects are phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm waiting to get this. Those bugs, and how many bullets it took to take those bugs down, and just the detail of the special effects of bullets slowly ripping apart these multi-legged arachnid things was so fuck. And then the last-ditch efforts off them.
Well, that's
and
the
then
other, like the thing about the guns is like, there's a million bullets come out of this gun.
Yeah.
You know, there's not going to be a million bullets, but like, it's the future. In the book, I think they had lasers and shit. But it's the other thing of this, like, it's a freaking action movie.
Yeah.
You can have guns, and that sort of ties into
And,
the
like,
whole.
the fact they went to the detail of
Or how-
shells are coming out all the time.
Yeah,
right?
but where are these bullets stored? in
Yes.
this gun?
don't worry about that.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, absolutely, don't worry about it. It's fucking a cool action movie, but
But it also shows the primitiveness of us
Yeah.
because we were still just we had all this other technology and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
but we were still just shooting.
Popping hot metal into
Yeah.
people.
I think it like Carmen gets like pierced straight through there, and then like 2 scenes later, she's like holding a gun.
Yeah.
So good that
face morphine, bro.
And then the other guy gets like sliced here. Probably not as bad, like as being impaled.
Yes.
And like he's gone.
Yeah. Well, he's not Denise Richards. Her co-pilot, Jackass, he could not be better. He is so hateable and so perfectly annoying and smarmy and just smug and everything. He just ticks every fucking box perfectly.
Like they've got everyone from fucking central casting.
Oh yeah.
It's great.
Oh yeah,
And
they
it
got
sort of works for what he's trying to do in this movie.
Yeah.
No, do you play Rico? He was in the Mortal Kombat web series. He played Johnny Cage.
He was good in that.
A couple years back.
Yeah, I remember that. The brain bug, all the different the different bugs, the
Yes.
flying bugs that came in, and then you've got the ones that shooting the shit out of their ass into the atmosphere.
cool.
That was so damn cool. But then the brain bugs, man, and then the
Space Nazi Doogie Howser.
oh yeah,
Oh
how
man,
good is that
that's
outfit?
the other thing. Is like very on the nose. Like space Nazis.
Like, didn't even try to hide.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, you look at Star Wars
Just
and
takes
you're
the
like,
hat off. And,
there's a little bit of influence there.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
Doogie Howser's just nuts.
yeah,
Yeah, like, you know,
It's
the
a fray.
Empire stormtroopers, the use of that term. Yeah, it's pretty specific, but it's like freaking the jackets at the
Oh,
upper.
yeah.
so there wasn't just a little SS somewhere.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
And like the sort of, it's like a throwaway line, but it's like humans invaded the bug planet,
Yes.
and they're just retaliating because humans invaded. But the whole movie is like
Throwing asteroids at us.
yeah.
That's great.
Sounds familiar. Funny that.
Like there are two, because I watch it so many times. There are two things that I always focus on because they're so bad. Well, not bad. The first one's not so bad. The bit at the end, on the beginning, where they're at the dance and Carmen, Carmen's like, "My dad's not home," and they kiss, and it zooms out. In the bottom of the thing, there's an extra. He's in the uniform. He's dancing with a girl. He's so wooden. He's just like, he's like, he knows he's an extra,
Go.
and he's just going through the motions, full blank face.
love that.
The girl that he's dancing with, she's playing the part as an
Yeah,
extra.
yeah.
She's having fun at this party. But this extra is like, and I focus on him every single time.
Oh, no, can't unnotice it.
Look.
And the other bit is after Dizzy's funeral, where Space Doogie Howser comes in, and he comes in, and then Dizzy's like, "What's his name? Carl. Hello,
Carl,
how are you?" And he's like, "Dizzy, good." It's like the wooden acting that happens in that little exchange every single time. I'm like, "Fuck."
Johnny Rico instantly just flushed her down the toilet. Oh, Carmen's back. Straight back into that, thanks.
I wanted to get to that, which is Dizzy's whole character arc.
Yeah.
She got fucking done back wrong in this movie.
So wrong for the whole movie.
I'm like, go for her.
Her whole arc is, I may be lucky enough to fuck Rico before I die.
Yeah, she
Hang on a minute,
She
like
got done dirty.
Yeah.
done dirty. Good actress too.
I love her death is so overacted.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
been
Coughing
so
the
good the
blood
whole
and
movie,
everything.
and it's just like dialing up.
Yeah.
And you know he's just yelling harder. More.
Yeah.
Good to be with you.
Spit it. Spit the blood.
Have some agency, woman.
Was Dave Chappelle say pussy was a commodity to be plummeting? Have some respect for yourself, woman.
Yeah.
Damn, it's a good movie. Everything. Yeah.
Like, there's zero bad.
Oh, the outlying with the guy hiding in the fucking.
Oh, the general.
The general
Yeah.
hiding in the cupboard. Excellent.
Yep.
So good. I love not a deserter, but just we're gonna die, man. Like the fucking Paxton from fucking Alien.
All the propaganda stuff about the Mormons, and they just saw their fucking body on the news. The killer was caught this morning. Tried. Freaking funeral this up.
Yes.
The
He'll be
execution this
electrocuted.
evening on TV. All channels. All
channels.
Fuck, that's
Or
good.
want to know more? Like for '97, man, that is so internety.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like internet's not quite widespread yet,
No.
and this was just so internety. And just even like the voiceover being that old school stuff is still instead
Would
of
you like to know
back
more?
to the net sort of thing instead
Yeah.
of back on air or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just so good. Every little thing about
Oh,
it.
and like at the end where he's got the new recruits and they're all basically kids, is
Yes.
basically
Yeah.
Hitler Youth being
Yes.
recruited because everyone's fucking died.
Gundam.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
about to say
Yeah.
that Gundam scene.
All right, so
Yes.
10 for me.
Yeah.
It's just got layers.
Yes.
That you.
Wait till you watch it a few more times.
Yeah,
Dave.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
big
Like,
time,
if I watch it
man.
a few more times, I'm gonna see heaps more shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So 10 for me.
Yeah. 10.
Because I can give
Yeah,
them out, Dylan. Like, what'd you get?
I'm gonna give my first 10.
Yeah, first 10.
For this round. Yeah, 10 for you, Jace?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fonz?
9.
9?
This is good. I've just accepted this is the closest I'll get to a Halo movie. Like a good Halo
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
like just a good Halo thing in general.
Yeah.
Because they just forget the Halo's fun these days and it has to be serious and about fucking.
Speaking of video games,
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else... Have you played Quake 2?
No.
Quake 2 came out about a month after this movie. The opening intro scene to Quake 2 is very... I don't know if it's just a coincidence or because it's a month between...
Yeah, so
like,
people
I don't know how, like...
before, right?
Because the intro scene for Quake 2 is the dropship scene from Starship Troopers, basically.
Oh shit.
And then, the ships come out its side and drop in and they get attacked on the way down. It's like, so when I watched Starship Troopers and I bought, like, because Starship Troopers came out in November, Quake 2 came out in December of 97, 98, whatever, that year. And I was playing Quake 2, loaded up on PC, started playing, I'm like, this is just Starship Troopers. Did they just copy Starship Troopers? But I'm like, I don't know if they would have had time
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't have. They wouldn't.
to
have.
render this.
But there may be like people working in the same,
Back
studio working on both. I
I
reckon.
don't think so.
Nah, these are video games.
Yeah, it's this ID software.
Like it's a video game.
Because it's production
Yeah, but it's not like
and
CG still, right?
transportation
Yeah,
and
but it's
stuff
still,
like that. Of the
it's still
physical
rendered
discs,
in
that would be done before.
CG. It's not like shots.
Yeah. But at the same time, the video game industry back then, especially with, id Software, they're very, how do I put it, like garage?
Yeah.
Like even
Yeah.
with Bungie, like...
So unless somebody that went and saw this movie,
Yeah.
like this scene is cool, and there's programmed
Yeah.
friggin' months straight not doing anything programming. all
I'd say
day.
that's pretty likely.
Like, I
It's
would
just how...
Throw out all those ones we've already printed. This
Yeah,
is the new
I
one.
don't think it's that side of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess so.
the-
Yeah.
In this
the
day and age,
retail
perhaps.
end of it,
Yeah.
In this day and age,
Production.
perhaps.
Yeah.
In that day and
Yeah.
age, shit would be packed and shipped
Warehouses.
months
Yeah.
and months in advance.
Yeah, it's just...
Not months.
They're
and months,
like back then, like on just purely on the development
Oh, for
side,
sure, they
right?
could
Like
do that, right? But
fucking the dude who composed the music for Halo did it in like 3 days because that was the deadline,
Yeah.
and he fucking hummed it in his car, and that's just the video game industry back then. It's just duct tape.
So yeah, Google the intro
Okay.
to Quake 2. It's not exactly the same, but it's
Very
it
similar.
borrows,
The same.
It borrows heavily from Starship Troopers.
Well, it reminded you enough to mention it. So
Yeah,
shit, it's
cool.
got to be. Yeah.
And there's a Starship Troopers game coming out soon. There's also
Multi or
it's multiplayer. I forget how many players it is. It's co-op. I think 15 players or something.
okay.
There's also a game called Helldivers 2 coming out.
That's
And-
the one. Yeah.
Yeah, the
That
first
one.
one was very much just Starship Troopers.
Okay.
That one's like I think 4-player co-op. The first one was like a top-down shooter. It's so much fun. The second one is a bit more realistic, third person. The Starship Troopers game is first person though.
okay.
And
Is there shower scenes in the game?
what was that?
Is there shower scenes in the game?
Probably.
Was that not the weirdest conversations during that shower? Like,
Oh yeah.
I just liked how non-sexual it was.
Yeah.
They were naked, they were having a
Shower.
shower, and they're just having a talk.
yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Still
you know,
weird.
Yeah,
yeah. So good.
Until they smack him on the ass on the way out.
I know.
Sexual.
I think he's shown his butt in every movie that he's been in.
Well, that was his job.
Because he was in the fucking shitty Tarzan movie. I don't think I've seen him in like 2 movies. I think I've seen him in this and maybe something else. Anyway, yeah.
Did anyone watch
What
any of
they
the
do is tatted on
sequels?
your arm. Just lift up your sleeve, bro.
Hey,
I had one of the sequels.
You watched any of the sequels?
no.
I watched number 2 and it was dog shit. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I can't remember which one.
Because he comes back for 3,
I watched 3.
but I've never seen that.
Was he in 2?
Nah.
I've seen 3, and that was Power Rangers budget. That was just
Because I remember
terrible.
even, as a, not a kid, but fucking adult or whatever when it came out, you're like, you've just missed the whole point. And it's just generic.
yeah, it's just
Action
cashing.
movie.
Yeah.
And you're like-
Like it's Paul Verhoeven not doing it.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
there's no subtext. There's no freaking anything.
Nothing.
It's just
like rubbish.
yeah. They missed the whole satire bit.
excellent.
But then there's that cartoon and stuff as well. Like, maybe they might be better.
Well, that could be interesting.
Oh, there was an anime adaptation
Yeah.
of the book, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
I think I watched the
Especially if
first
it's a bit more serious, like the book, as
episode.
opposed to like.
I watched the first episode, I think, and it starts with a bit of like the war in the at the beginning, and it's got the full power armor and everything,
Yeah. Like that's the thing they're missing from the movie. Like there's no power armor and stuff.
and all that was awesome because I think 80s 90s anime doing mech suits.
Yeah.
you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
But they used all their budget on bullets and
And tits.
arachnids.
All right,
Farmiardi,
my turn.
you're around.
So,
First round.
next round is a movie that you have seen, that you have enjoyed, that no one else in the podcast has seen.
Yes.
So this is a film that a mate from school showed me way back in the day. It's from 1989. It is a random ass film. It is quite funny. It's quite silly. It's very silly. I think it's got like a 6 on IMDb, so it's not terrible, but it's not great. But it's got its moments. It's called Big Man on Campus. It's like a take on, I guess, the old Hunchback of Notre Dame style film, and well, it's more the main.
As long
chick-
as it's not like the last
the main chick
Hunchback movie I watched.
No, it's definitely not. But it's that main chick that's in it. I think it was when I was a teenager, I was quite a fan of this.
Oh, she's in The Office.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is there Angela rating in this?
Oh no, it's nothing like that. No, unfortunately. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. I thought, and I had a couple of other movies that I was thinking of, but old jackass here's seen everything, so it's hard
Hold
to.
on. What were the other ones?
We'll get to later. I can't think of the top of my head, but there were others back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I watch movies.
No, you watch other shit that I've seen. That's the problem. That none of these other assholes will watch. So yeah, Big Man on Campus. Find it on the local apps.
Yeah.
It's not a very great quality, I don't think.
The movie or the download.
It's like, is this a fucking VHS?
Yeah,
Probably.
Probably
I
would
think
have
it's
been.
DVD, but just cheap early DVDs.
This is the VHS port onto DVD.
Before we go, I just want to mention, I don't know if you've changed anything, but if you're watching us or listening to us on Spotify, the chapters are really freaking cool on Spotify, where you can just click on the headline and it'll take you straight to the video, everything. So there's no just telling you what it all is. You can jump straight to it. So if you don't like part of what we're talking about, skip to the next bit.
I did notice that, and
pretty
I
cool.
have not done anything different.
Wait, you haven't done anything different?
So that's just Spotify in the background. Well done, guys. That's excellent.
Good job, Spotify.
Appreciate it. That's why we pay you the money we pay you. Well,
Pay that bill.
bullshit. Do you have Spotify?
No.
Oh, well, I do. So I pay them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me three.
Okay, thank you for joining us this week. Like, comment, subscribe, give us a review. We will be back next week with some more quality stuff for you.
Oh, we're changing things up.
I was
Are
going
we?
to say, don't promise things.
Bye.
Bye bye.